Welcome back to Miss Letter's Calculation Station where things add up. We are doing a continuation of radicals, but this time we're going to do it as a fraction. So I have number one, which is the square root of 3/4. So this is equivalent to saying radical 3 divided by radical 4. So the downward stacking of 3 and 4. There's no pairs, so everything goes under the radical. 2 goes into 4 twice with 2 left over, and the pairs go on the outside. So my answer would be square root of 3 over 2. So let's do another one. You'll get the hang of it. So I have the square root of 15 over 64. So remember, that's the same as saying square root 15 divided by square root 64. Now, 15 is, if we do the downward stacking of 15 and 64, we have 3 and 5. There's no pairs, so everything goes under the radical, which is 3 times 5 is 15. And 64 is a perfect square. Remember, we use prime factorization, but if it's a perfect square, we can do that and be finished. So I have square root of 15 over 8. Let's do a few more just to get the hang of it. So number 3, I have the square root of 81 over x squared. We have 81 and xx. 81 is a perfect square, so I'm going to have 9 over x. Number 4, I have the square root of 36 over z squared. 36 is a perfect square. I could do that one in my head. 6 times 6 is 36. And also we have 2 z's, so I have a pair of z's as well. So some of these you could do in your head. It's just like that one. Let's try for a more challenging one. On this one, number 5, I have the square root of 4x squared over 64. 4 is a perfect square. 2 times 2 is 4. And we have x times x over 8. Now, with this, we have a fraction of 2/8 that can also be reduced to 1/4. Don't forget that x. You can even go one step further if you'd like and have x over 4. All right, last but not least, we have the square root of 25c to the 7th, d to the 3rd, all over 64. Perfect square, perfect square. I hope you guys have been practicing your 20 in a minute, learning your 1 through 20 squared so you can recognize those. So we have 5 and 8. Now with the c's, I'm just going to write them. Take me just a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. I have a pair, a pair, a pair. So we have 1, 2, 3 c's and 1 d come out, and everything else goes under the radical. So my answer, let's bring that over, is 5 c cubed d, square root of c d, all over 8. 5/8 can't be reduced, so I'm finished. Please make sure that you log into Big Ideas. There is an assignment there as well. Don't forget to like and subscribe.